Ever wonder why you just click with some people while you clash with others? Or why you are a natural at some things but really struggle with others, no matter how hard you try? In all my years helping people improve their lives with Bazi, there's one concept that is the master key to understanding everything else. Once you understand this, you don't just understand Bazi, you understand yourself and the people around us. That concept is the 5 elements. So in this video, we're going to talk about what the 5 elements really are and how they work. Which of these 5 elements are you? And I'll show you the simplest way to find out. And most importantly, what does your element say about you? And how you can use that knowledge to become the best version of yourself. But first, to understand the 5 elements, we must start with the 2 forces that create them and everything else, the yin and yang. What if I told you that everything you feel and see is made up of 2 opposite forces that actually needed each other to exist? Thousands of years ago, wise thinkers spent their time simply observing the world. They saw a powerful pattern. For there to be day, there must be night. For hot, there must be cold. For there to be man, there must be a woman. This idea is called the yin-yang. It teaches us that these are 2 opposite but deeply connected forces that make up everything. They realized these opposites weren't enemies, but 2 sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. The famous symbol of yin-yang, it shows how the 2 sides flow into one another, each holding a dot of the other. This means nothing is ever 100% of a certain thing. They are always in motion, always seeking balance. Nothing stays one way forever. The balance is the secret to everything. When your life is in balance, you feel healthy and happy. But when it's off, too much active energy can make you feel stressed. Too much quiet, passive energy can leave you feel drained and stuck. Balance looks simple. Work, then rest. Speak, then listen. Inhale, then exhale. From this single powerful idea of balance, the ancients saw that yin and yang could be broken down into 5 distinct phases of energy. We call these the 5 elements. And this is where it gets personal, because one of these 5 is the primary energy that shapes who you are. So if yin and yang are the 2 parent forces, what are the 5 elements? You might be thinking, is this about the wood in my table or the water in my glass? Well, the answer is even deeper than that. The 5 elements, wood, fire, earth, metal and water, are 5 fundamental types of energy. They aren't just things. They are actions or phases of change that we see everywhere in nature and even inside ourselves. Think of them as the secret code that explains how everything is born, peaks, and then transforms. Wood represents the energy of growth and new beginnings, like a strong tree pushing upward in spring. Fire represents passion and peak energy, like a bright flame radiating light and warmth. Earth is the energy of stability and nurturing, like the solid ground that supports all life. Metal represents structure and refinement, like metal ore being forged into a strong tool. Water, which is the energy of calmness and hidden potential, like a deep river finding its path. The ancient thinkers saw this pattern everywhere. Everything is classified under one of these 5 elements. A wooden table has wood energy. The water in your glass is of water energy. But the system goes way beyond simple objects. The 5 elements classify seasons, directions, time, taste, sounds, everything. They can even apply it to our bodies in health and wellness, like Chinese medicine. They saw the lungs as metal and the kidneys as water. It's a powerful system for mapping out the energy of the world. But the 5 elements aren't just a list of energies and representations. It's also a philosophy of how the world works. In life, did you notice how some people naturally support you and lift you up, while others might control you, keeping you in check, sometimes making you feel miserable, or sometimes making you a stronger person? Nature has this exact same system. The elements are locked in a relationship with one another, governed by 2 fundamental cycles, the generation cycle and the overcoming cycle. In the generation cycle, the relationship between each element is like the flow of support and nourishment. Water generates wood, wood generates fire, fire generates earth, earth generates metal, metal generates water. But to keep that growth from running wild, we have the overcoming cycle, the flow of control. Water overcomes fire, fire overcomes metal, Metal overcomes wood. Wood overcomes earth. Earth overcomes water. Just like life, one supports you, one keeps you in check. And the reverse is also true. You might be supporting another and keeping someone else in check. But to make it even more interesting, the elements can also combine and transform into another element, just like in chemistry. We shall not go deep into that. Let's leave it to a mini course in the future. For now, it's time to answer the big question. Which of these powerful elements is yours? Finding out is the first step to truly understand who you really are. So, how do you find out? The way to find out is through your Bazi chart. Now you might be asking, what is Bazi? It literally means 8 characters in English. It is a powerful Chinese astrology system that the Chinese have trusted over 1,000 years. We believe it can tell one's characters and even predicts one's destiny. Just think of Bazi as a personal energy roadmap from the moment you were born. And as promised, I will show you the simplest way to find out. And that's through my free Bazi calculator on my website. Now, just key in your birthday. If you know your birth time, put it in. If you're unsure, don't worry about it. Just use the current time for now. It'll still give you what you need for today. Then click Calculate. You're going to see a Bazi chart that looks like this, with lots of characters. Don't get overwhelmed. The only thing you need to focus on right now is this. It will clearly tell you whether you are wood, fire, earth, metal or water. That is your main element, also known as Day Master. And if you scroll down, you'll find a brief explanation of what your Day Master is all about. And if you want to understand more, I've got something special for you. You'll also see a link where you can request for a free light report. Based on your chart, I'll send you an even more detailed explanation. It's the perfect sample to get you started in Bazi reading, and it's completely free. So now that you know what is your element, let's find out what it means to you. Now, the first thing you probably notice is that there are a lot of different elements on that page. That's because, to be precise, you are a combination of all 8 characters in your chart. It's what makes you, you. But in the Bazi reading, there are many layers to uncover, and your Day Master is the first starting point. Think of it as the main character in the story of your chart. All the other elements are the supporting cast, the setting, and the plot twists that make your story unique. So to understand the whole story, we have to meet the main character first. Let's focus on that for now. If you are a wood person, the essence of your story is growth. You are a lifelong learner, an innovator, fiercely independent, and always focused on progress. You naturally become a role model, but your intense focus can sometimes make you neglect relationships or appear a little too stubborn. If you are a fire person, the essence of your story is relationships. You have a big heart. You are very generous, passionate, and concerned about others' feelings. You can give love freely, but can become emotional or bothered if you feel that energy isn't being returned. If you are an earth person, your story is about stability in life. You are the reliable planner, the one who is always prepared. You are trustworthy and create security for yourself and others. Your challenge is that you can be overly cautious and might build walls that limit your own potential. If you are a matter person, the essence of your story is about being important and principles. You are a natural leader, confident, decisive, and structured. You thrive on achievement and respect. Your blind spot can be setting excessively high standards and being so concerned with your public image that you become slightly rigid. And if you are a water person, the essence of your story is about having challenge and being adaptable. You are the adventurer. You live by the "you only live once" mantra. You are intelligent, sociable, and you thrive on change and multitasking. You are fearless in the face of the unknown, but your love for change can sometimes lead to a lack of focus or stability. So, does it sound like you? Now here are 2 important things to point out to you on your chart. Look at your chart again for a second. See that section? You might find that Day Master is wood, but you actually have way more metal in your chart. That dominant element plays a huge role in your personality too, so pay close attention to both. And to take it one level deeper, look closely at your Day Master again. Notice how it isn't just wood. The calculator says I wood, which is yin wood. A yin wood person and a yang wood person share some similar traits, but they are definitely not the same. That little detail adds a whole new layer to who you are. That's exactly the kind of specific detail we'll explore in your free light report. So if you want to understand what makes you unique and get that report, just click that big orange button at the bottom of the page. But for now, just knowing your main element gives you a powerful tool. Now for the most important question. So you've got your element. What do you do with it? The goal of a birthday reading isn't just to see how accurately it describes you. Well, the real purpose of this is to give you a roadmap to become an even better version of yourself. It's just like your smartphone. Over years, it evolves. It gets better, faster and smarter. From version 1 to the latest version, which should be the same. Well, without a full one-to-one reading, I can't give you super specific advice. But now that you have your chart from my calculator, I can give you some powerful general advice. And it's all about balance. It's like with coffee. Too much makes you jittery, but too little leaves you sleepy. Life is all about finding that sweet spot. So as your friendly birthday guide, here are some simple advice based on which element is strongest in your chart. For those with a lot of wood, your greatest strength is your incredible drive for growth. You're like a powerful tree, always reaching higher, which is why you are a natural innovator and a role model. And when a tree grows too wild, it can block out the sun for everything else. Your intense focus might sometimes make you seem rigid or disconnected with the people around you. By consciously focusing on expressing warmth and connecting with others, you don't just trim your branches, you help the whole forest grow with you. For those with a lot of fire, your superpower is your heart. You're like the sun, generously giving warmth and passion to everyone, and people are naturally drawn to your energy. But even the sun can burn too bright. When you have too much fire, you might feel emotionally drained or anxious because you are giving away all your energy and hoping it comes back. Remember, that it's perfectly fine to let your fire be just for yourself sometimes. This protects your amazing energy and makes it even more precious. For those with a lot of earth, your gift is creating stability. You are the solid ground that everyone relies on. A master of planning and security, which is an incredibly valuable skill. But when the ground becomes too hard and compacted, nothing new can grow. Too much earth can leave you feeling stuck in your comfort zone, overly worried about risk, and hesitant to try new things. The solution is to take small risks, try something new, and embrace a just do it attitude. You're not abandoning your foundation. You're simply planting new seed into your own rich soil. For those with a lot of metal, your strength is your powerful sense of principle and leadership. You are decisive, structured, and you get things done in a way that others admire. But when metal becomes too rigid, it can't bend, it breaks. That decisiveness can sometimes come across as my way or the highway, preventing you from hearing valuable feedback. Focus on connection over correction. By showing a little more flexibility and warmth, you don't lose your strength, you forge even stronger alliances. And for those with a lot of water, your superpower is your adaptability and your creativity. Like water, you can flow with any obstacle, and you are filled with a constant stream of brilliant ideas. But the river without banks becomes a flood, powerful but scattered everywhere. You might find your focus is spread too thin, jumping from one idea to the next without finishing. Create a simple routine and focus on finishing just one of those brilliant ideas. This doesn't stop your flow, it channels it into a powerful force that can change the world. Understanding your main element is that giant first step to mastering your strengths, balancing your weaknesses, and truly upgrading your version. But knowing your day master, your main character, is just the beginning. What if you could understand the entire story of your chart? So watch this video. It's a simple introduction to what a birthday reading is all about and how you can use this powerful tool to get the clarity and direction you've been looking for.